This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Three, two, one. Hello, and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me, as always, are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't think I've ever heard you
again.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you count down like that.
Yeah, well,
that was new.
I think he did it on Allison's because I just edited that.
He only pretends to be professional when we have somebody on.
that's true.
Does a countdown when
we are
somebody's on.
joined today by our friend Marcia. Hi, Marcia.
Hello.
This time you know for sure who it is.
I know who it is. So, Marcia, you know the format. We're going to ask you some running-related questions, some non-running related questions, just get to know you. But before we do, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I am Marcia. I am a marketer by profession. I am also a functional medicine student, a huge grammar nerd and proofreader. I live near Chicago. I have two daughters, one of whom runs with me and the other likes to sleep while we run and wait for us to bring her breakfast.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, she's a jerk.
Yep. And I just want to say,
like the better idea.
She's got the way better idea. I just want to say thank you for making time for us today because you actually just did a race and you're not even home. So you're coming to us live from a hotel room. What race did you just do?
I just did the Amelia Island half marathon with Zuma Run Club. So
nice.
Very fun. Super cute here.
Very fun. I've never done any of the Zuma races. There's one here in Baltimore that runs through the zoo. It's like the Zuma Zoo run, but it's so hilly up there. I've never done it. So I've got to add that onto the Baltimore Zoo is so hilly.
Yeah, because that's what the Baltimore Marathon goes through, doesn't it?
Yes, it's
People
a
always
nightmare.
complain about.
I will say we had a couple hills here. There was a 5K last night and a half marathon was today. And after the 5K last night, a couple of us were like, "What was with the big hills?"
What?
You're in Florida?
There were a couple
At the beach?
There were a couple.
Wow.
We ran up to a lighthouse, which I guess has to be high up by definition. So,
Oh, fair.
yeah. But that was a super steep hill. We were all like, "What is happening?" So.
Was it pretty at least? Would you recommend it?
It was really pretty. Yeah. Yes, I would recommend it. It's so pretty here and it's a really cute little town. And if you stay at any of the hotels right here, the beach is literally steps away. So highly recommend this race. So much fun.
Well, and you disclosed that after we record today, you're going to the beach, so we don't want to stand between you and that.
Correct.
Yep.
Too long. We don't want to take too much of your beach time.
It's all
So
good.
I guess we can jump right into the questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I love this question. When you see another runner coming towards you, what do you do?
So in my mind, I think of the penguins from Madagascar. I just smile and wave, boys.
That's oddly specific, and I like it.
Right.
All right. What is your preferred race distance? Which I know it's not going to be the marathon, and why?
Oh God.
I am a huge fan of the half marathon. I love it because it pushes me and it's challenging, but it doesn't consume my life to train for it.
Yeah. It's the life consuming of the marathon that gets me.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're
takes
not.
over.
Yeah. Especially when you're not as fast as some people. Like, for me, that's one of the big issues where I'm like, oh, if I'm marathon training, I'm out there twice as long as normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Marcia might be one of the only people who ever says to me, like, I'm never doing a marathon again, that I might actually believe.
And you actually believe it.
Yeah, there's not very many people that I believe. But the way she says it, I'm like, she's not going to run another marathon. There's no point in trying to convince her.
Yeah, stick to your guns.
I will.
So do you prefer group or solo runs?
I love group running. I have just met the most wonderful people, including you all, through running. So I love group running and always will.
All right,
Me
so we
too.
know what you love, but do you have a race etiquette pet peeve?
Ooh,
That's a
new
good
I
question.
for sure do, and it just happened to me last night. So
Oh,
we'll do a
wow.
run walk, right?
It's
I
fresh.
love a run walk. I'm a
Mhm.
run walker. Put your hand up when you're please going to your walk interval. Do not just stop right in front
Yeah.
of everyone
Oh,
behind
God.
you. Please, please, please put your hand up. That's just
Safety first.
etiquette. Correct. I don't want to run into the back of you.
Yeah. It's for everyone's safety.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. We were on a run yesterday doing intervals on the BWI trail here in Baltimore, and no one was on it because the Baltimore Marathon was yesterday. And it was so funny because all of us are just in the habit, even when no one's around, where we go to our walk break and we just throw our hands up. Like we don't know who we're throwing our hands up for. No one's near us. There was no one
Yeah.
else, but
Yeah.
But you get in the habit, so if you practice it while you're
That's
training,
true.
Right.
it's just automatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not that challenging. Just put your hand up for a second.
I will admit that I sometimes forget when I'm in a race setting just because I'm not an intervaler. So
Yeah,
when
you
I
don't do it all the
go
time. Yeah.
to a race and I'm with you guys, I kind of count on all of you people to raise your hand for me because I forget that that's part of the run walk etiquette sometimes.
It
So
just takes one person. That's all
I-
good. You know, we got you, Erin. We
I
got you.
have, though, accidentally been run into because I forgot to put my hand up. So I apologize to all the people in this
Yep.
world that I have not remembered to put my hand up for.
if you had to run a race that was all uphill or all downhill, which would you choose?
Down 100%. I'd rather have to put the brakes on than try to run uphill because, man, your hamstrings hurt the next day.
Ooh, that's actually a really good question because
Yeah.
we had this conversation with somebody about the Revel races that are all downhill.
Yeah.
And that's really hard on you too.
Hard on your knees.
Yeah, you just have to keep the brakes on the whole time, you know, so
Yeah.
that you don't fall forward and roll face
That'd
first.
be your quads the next day for that
Yeah.
one. So it's
Yeah.
either the hammies or the quads. Which
Yeah.
ones do you want to blow up?
Yeah, yep.
All right, we're going to move into the random questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, I love a good skillet. You know, you get like all the things. You can get the hash browns and you can get like some kind of meat or like potatoes and an egg. It's like a good skillet is just the perfect breakfast.
What a fantastic answer.
is-
I don't think anyone has
Yeah.
said that before. Like,
That's a good
so
one.
Great.
Skillet is good. Yeah.
When are we going out to breakfast?
Yeah, you get a little bit of everything.
I love
That's a
it.
good one. So who is your favorite Disney character, live action or animated?
Princess Aurora. She's my favorite. I love her. Whether
Nice.
she's in pink or blue, love her just as much.
All right. If you could have any talent that you currently do not have, what would it be and why?
Oh gosh, I would love to speed read because I'm such a book nerd. I would want to read like all the books that I could possibly read. I'm a huge book nerd.
Wow.
I'm the
That's an
person that goes to
interesting
Barnes
answer.
and Noble and is like, do I need a book? Probably not. I have 18 at home that I haven't read yet,
You need it.
Did you
but
audiobooks?
I do like audiobooks and I
Do you-
listen to them. Yeah, but
Do you listen to them on like 1.5 to 2 speed?
I sure do.
So you can get through faster. There you go.
All right. Follow-on question: are you a e-reader or do you like a paper turning, page having book?
Ooh, good question.
I like a book, like an old fashioned turn the page book. Yeah, I love
like
the
it.
smell of a book. I love everything about books. Give me an actual book. I have an e-reader, but I love real books.
I'm
I'm the person
curious
that
what
I'd
your-
rather bring like 3 books on vacation than an e-reader. And people are like, oh, but you can fit 10 books on there. Yeah, but it's not a book. I need to turn the
I'd be
page.
curious to see what your book collection looks like.
Oh my. They're everywhere in my house.
You'll have to send us a picture of that.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting question. What's the worst food you've ever eaten?
Boy. Ugh.
Oh,
Have you all
boy.
ever been to Hawaii? That stuff is disgusting. It's like wallpaper paste.
Yeah, I feel like people have
Gritty.
extreme reactions to poi. I actually didn't mind it, but you either like are okay with it or not at all. It's the most disgusting thing you've ever had.
All right.
It was-
I don't
follow-up
even know what it
question.
is.
It's like gray.
Is it
paste,
a
right?
fruit?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
We had it when we were there.
No, it's
I don't remember it.
It's like a root. It's like a root,
liquid.
and it's a paste.
Yeah,
They serve
it comes
with.
from a root.
Yeah.
It's like gritty. But it's sort of the consistency of like a runny yogurt, but with no taste and grit.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna have to look this up because I have no idea. I have no idea what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we had it for
Boy,
like
yeah.
breakfast. There it is.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I did not. Yeah.
Just shut up a picture.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Good question for you. This again is a new question. Marcia, you're getting all the new questions.
Oh boy.
If you could go on a dream vacation, where would it be? Where and what would it be?
I would love to go back to Greece. It is the absolute most beautiful place
my
I've ever
list.
been. I went on a college trip and it was just absolutely gorgeous, except not Athens. Just go to the whole rest of Greece. Athens is gross.
Like the coast and like all that.
Yeah, like the islands.
Mhm.
Oh my God, it's just the most beautiful place I've ever been. And I will go back someday.
Well, now we head into the James Lipton Memorial questions, of which there aren't any new ones because he's passed away and collected new questions. So we will,
Good reason.
we will start with what is your favorite word?
I like the word kerfuffle.
That's a
It's
good
just
one.
fun.
You know
It's
what?
like how it sounds.
About 10 years ago, a woman that I work with, a project manager, I was put on a project with her, and I was on all these conference calls, and she kept using the word kerfuffle. And I'm like, what is this word? It's the first time I've ever heard it.
Really?
So that's a great callback.
Love that.
Just
There's
fun.
a concert
fun
series
word.
in DC that was the DC 101 kerfuffle they did for a few years.
That's right.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
what is a kerfuffle?
Like a
yeah, like
like
a hodgepodge kind of a thing. Like
Yeah,
you gotta
like
do a little kerfuffle, you know?
Like a little,
Like
like,
a bunch
almost
of
like
stuff
an
kinda
incident.
going
Like it's
wrong.
like a little like something got
Yes,
screwed
yeah, an
up,
incident
like
is a good word. Yeah.
Yeah, like a.
I actually think you guys trying to find the definition for it was better than
It's a
the actual-
kerfuffle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
I almost used the word kerfuffle to define kerfuffle, and that was immediately wrong. Like, it's like an incident. It's like something that happened that's it's like a little chaotic, but like fun.
Mhm.
Like you never hear chaotic with like something.
I mean, I've heard the word before,
Serious?
but I don't know what it would reference. So
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Fun word.
and
Feel
what
free to
is
use it at will.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And what is your least favorite word?
Oh, phlegm. Gross word.
Phlegm, yes.
Phlegm. Okay.
What is that? It's the word that sounds like the thing that it is. What do you-
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Yeah.
Which I think
I-
kerfuffle is also one of those.
I think so. Yeah, I would agree.
Right.
I used to bowl with a guy whose last name was Phlegm.
You. Sorry.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
All right, Marcia. What turns you on?
Kindness. I'm a huge proponent of kindness.
And what turns you off?
Sort of the flip of this, but like when people are rude to wait staff at a restaurant, it
Yes.
absolutely infuriates me. I'm like, why? Why? Just somebody trying to do their job, man.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
All right. What sound or noise do you love?
Ocean waves. It like could put me to sleep like a baby, man.
You
Are
must
you
be
sleeping in
loving
your
where
hotel
you are
room?
right now.
Yeah, with the door open.
I wish I was. Yeah, I'll go out there and just sit and listen. So.
Yeah, love it. And then
This
the
is
opposite.
the second ocean. Oh, sorry. This is the second ocean that you've been by in the last month or so.
Yeah.
The New
Mhm.
Jersey one didn't treat you kindly, though.
It did not. No, it's raining sideways.
Didn't
good.
get to run that half marathon.
I'll be back.
And then what sound or noise do you hate?
Like when somebody is eating and they scrape their fork on the plate, it makes that like
Oh, yes.
horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, it just sends shivers up your spine. Ugh.
Yeah.
What is your favorite curse word?
Ooh.
It's in, but it has to have the in at the end.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that a little Chicago coming out?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
see, I
Okay.
like that. I mean, we get the root of the word
Yep.
all the time.
Yep. Yep.
Most common, I'd
Yeah,
say.
it has to have the in at the end. There's a little story that goes with that too. So when my now 20-year-old was about 18 months old, that was her first swear word, and she used it in context too. So we were like driving in the car, and she's in the back seat, her sister's in the front seat, and we pull up to a light that turns yellow, right? So we had to like stop a little bit fastly, and she goes, "F***ing." I turn around like the mom look, and I'm like, "Oh God!" I said, "What did you just say?" And she swishes her head back and forth like this and goes, "I said, f***ing." And we just lost it.
That's
we
amazing.
just lost it. We were like I couldn't even keep the mom like, "You don't say that."
Oh my
I was
God.
like, "Okay, that's hysterical."
Yeah.
Totally in context.
Oh, that's
She
amazing.
repeats it with
I
some
love it.
gusto.
I love it.
And she was not even 2. I was like, "Well, that came from me."
Yep. I know where she got that from.
That's great.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would love to be an editor. Look.
That's
Oh,
interesting. Yeah.
okay.
And what profession would you not like to do?
I would never want to be a firefighter because
Yeah.
they have to carry a load of stuff like upstairs and run into burning buildings. Like, no, thank you. I appreciate them so much, but no, thank you.
All right. Well, Marcia, I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being on with us. I know this is between you and the beach, so if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Honestly, I don't know that I want to talk to God. I just want to go see my dad.
Oh, love that.
Aw.
Do you have any parting words of wisdom or any shout outs you'd like to give or any social media or anything you want to plug?
Well, I got to shout out my Musketeers. You guys know that. I got to shout out my Musketeer Mayhem. And,
Yes, girls.
My social media is just my name. I don't have any fancy handle or anything like that. It's just my name. So you guys are welcome to link it if you would like to. But yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
super happy to be here. Love the podcast. Love all you guys, and thank you for having me on.
Awesome. Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Excited to have you. We've been trying to get this one going for a little while. You're always
And I'm always going
traveling.
somewhere, right?
Yeah, you're always going someplace, ready to run a race.
Well, good job on your race. And
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy the beach.
Yeah.
And I guess we will talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.